Hello, folks. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Um, I'm gonna get in here today, and there's there's 7 signs that you could be dealing with a narcissist. Number one, there's a grandiose. He has a grandiose attitude, preoccupation with fantasies, and unlimited success. Um, Belief of being special. Narcissists believe they are different from other people. And number four, we're weed for need for excessive admiration, sense of entitlement, exploitive of others, and lack of empathy. That's the 7 signs, folks. And hello, folks. It's nice seeing you again today. I planned on getting in here, just that my husband was planning on going to an auction, but he didn't leave till just a while ago. And I've been kind of busy too, trying to get dinner fixed. I fixed another one of those roasts that I usually cook. And then also he was wanting to buy a gun online, so he doesn't know that much about ordering stuff online, so I had to kind of help him with that too, so that took up most of my day. And I thought, well, that's okay. We'd have plenty of time to make our videos once he was gone, 'cause it's still not that late yet. So yeah, I wanted to send you all those signs of that you could possibly be dealing with a narcissist. 'Cause most healthy men, folks, that they don't do all these things. It doesn't take all this stuff to be able to be in a relationship with a healthy person. And so, just like my husband, he's not, he doesn't have lack of empathy or have all those traits like a narcissist has. Like I said, we share a good relationship together because we always stick together on any plans that's being made within our relationship. And it's not all one sided like it is with a narcissistic relationship. But when you're dealing with a narcissist, folks, any decisions that's being made within your household, the narcissist usually has the upper hand on all the decisions. Because remember, they want to be above everybody, and they want to be able to be, they have a superior attitude, like they want to be on top of everything. And nobody's opinion matters except for theirs. But that's what that's all about, folks. And, I'm sure there's a lot more traits to a narcissist than just that, but I sent you the 7 signs of it for right now, and we'll go into some more on it later on down the line. But I was kind of thinking about baking that cake today, folks. I may make a video on baking my cake. And the only reason I've been hesitating on the cake thing, folks, is because uh, I'm not supposed to eat cake because of my cholesterol. And also, those cake holders that you put the cake on and stick the lid on top of it, they're not really insect free. They get insects in them because I seen it do that one time. So, what I would probably have to do is I would have to bake the cake and probably put it in the refrigerator once it's done and keep it in there, to keep flies and all other kinds of insects off of it so it would be suitable to eat. But I hope you guys are having a nice evening, and I apologize for not getting in here earlier, folks. I haven't left you yet. I'm still sticking around. It's just that I have things that, you know, takes me away from doing my videos sometimes, and that's it's either spending time with my husband, which is what I did today, but that's an important thing, folks. You can't sidetrack your mate all the time. You have to be able to spend time with them sometimes and take time to help them with things if they need help. But I don't know, folks. Them narcissists, they can really be something. But I'm hoping that if any new people get on here and they're living in an abusive situation, I'm hoping that these videos are helping so they can not live with narcissists. Because, folks, we all know that they can't offer a good lifestyle for you. And so, therefore, it's better not to be with them. But, I know there's a lot of people that gets into those relationships, because there's a lot of them out here, folks, that just sits around and waits on a decent person, to draw them into their pattern. And it's just not good, folks. But I try to say everything I can and share my stories with you all to try to help you in that situation. So maybe if you know what they say, folks, knowledge is the best thing you can have because it helps you keep free from those relationships and keeps you from messing up your life with a narcissist, because they are just not marriage material, folks. And yeah, I wanted to, share that with you folks about the 7 signs. And I hope that you enjoy this video, folks. And just in case you're wondering if that helped me when I went to the doctor yesterday, I coughed all night long again last night, folks. And that was even taking my antibiotic and the cough syrup. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm hoping it helps, but I only have to take probably about 4 or 5 more pills yet. And then those will be done, but they're a high dose of antibiotic. And I'm trying to shake it, folks. I hope that it does work, because I made a promise to my doctor that if it doesn't work and I don't start feeling any better, that I was going to let them take that Q-tip and test me to see what it is. And really, folks, I'm just doing that to, because she was wanting me to. I'm not really doing it because I believe that it's COVID-19. Because I don't believe, I personally, I'm not knocking anybody out here that does believe that it's real or whatever, folks. I think, if anything, it's a virus, not a virus, but a flu, some kind of a real bad flu bug or something like that. and they tacked the name COVID-19 on it. And that's just my viewpoint. And the reason I say that is, folks, is because my husband's sister went back a few years ago. She went and got that, it was around 2020. She went and got a couple of those COVID-19 vaccines. And she said she thought she was dying, folks. She said after she got that first one, and she didn't feel good for a little while. But then she turned around and got that second one, and she said that's when she felt like she was dying. And she said that was the last time she was ever going to take one of them shots. And I've only had 2 sets of them, and that was when they first started it. And I have never got the booster or anything like that. Because I just think it's silly, folks. They really haven't never been able to come up with the real proof that it is COVID-19. Nothing's ever been said. The only thing they've ever done is say that they have tested the vaccine and that it is safe. But if it's safe, folks, how come it's made a few people sick? Because she's not the only one that got sick from it. I knew somebody at my church that did too. But I don't know, folks. My theory is I think that's a vaccine that someone came up with because somebody out there is getting rich on it, you know. I mean, I could be wrong, you know, I've been known to be wrong before, folks, but that's just the way I see it. I'm just kind of like an older school person, folks. I've always believed in natural ways of healing yourself because we've got an immune system, and that immune system works. It's supposed to work with our bodies when we're sick to try to heal ourselves. I mean, if you don't have a terminal illness, that's what I mean. But I just, them COVID-19 shots, and they got that stuff all over the place, folks. They got the testing kits and where you can take the test at home and stuff. But, you know, you look at the prices on them and stuff, and that right there tells you that they're probably something to make somebody's pocket stuffed. And I don't know, I don't think a lot of that medicine that they come up with is good for you, folks. Because it may cure one thing, but then it turns around and hurts another, you know. Because all their medicines has got side effects and stuff to them, no matter what. And, you know, that's just the way I look at it. But I don't know, folks. I don't know what's going to happen, you know, with all these high prices and stuff. My husband went in to the grocery store yesterday, and he bought 2 roasts, and they had one roast marked $50. And I think the reason that they marked it down low enough that we could afford it is because they probably had that $50 mark on the roast and nobody bought it. So he decided he was going to go ahead and get it, you know. And I fixed that for dinner today. But I don't know, folks. And I personally, I believe that things are going to get a lot worse price-wise, too. I really do, folks. And the reason that I think it's going to is because I believe the politicians is all seeing dollar bill signs in their eyes, and they're all looking to get rich and stuff, folks. They keep saying we're doing all this stuff for the American people, folks, but it makes you wonder, doesn't it? And just like myself, right now I have an insurance, but um, it doesn't pay for some of my medications, and I wind up putting money out of my pocket for medicine. I mean, it pays a little bit of it, but it doesn't pay enough, you know. But anyway, folks, I wanted to get on here and say hello to you, and I hope you're doing well, folks. I hope you have a nice evening and a blessed evening too. You got this, folks. You're awesome. Bye bye.